and Navi, that game was crazy. Like there was just the pistol rounds into the force
Sur
rounds,
Prabhat,
and I'm
Sur
thinking
Prabhat, bhai.
the small differences there were the
Mast
choice between
chalu
winning
ho
and
gaya
losing
abhi.
in that one.
Crazy, so.
Pistols are working though.
Pistols are working. Not the second one. We need to work on it, but the second one.
Major
What's the
bhai.
trade-off then,
आज
Zaru?
पहला
Would you
match
like
I guess
to
Team Spirit
win
and Falcons.
pistol, lose force,
Then
or
Vitality
lose
and
pistol,
Mongolz
win
bhai.
force?
Let's go.
Yeah, this
मस्त
one is.
दिन है भाई आज का.
1.4 for the next buy and they stop for them. So
Okay,
Mast
so to
ekdam
take
kadak
control
din
of
hai
it
bhai.
that way. All right. Something Apex has spoken about before we let you go is back-to-back majors.
Yeah.
You know, it's possible. 6 years since it last happened. So you talked about like no pressure on them things. Obviously, Apex is talking about this. He wants this. I
Yeah.
can imagine you all want this, right? To be part of that legendary history. What is it? Fnatic, Astralis,
and SK.
and SK. Well, SK Luminos.
LG.
Yeah, there's still the
same. I mean,
क्या होगा
still
भाई?
the same core,
मेरे को
right?
तो चाहिए कि
That's
भाई
all there is, and it
Team
could be you
Spirits और
guys.
Falcons यार दोनों ही मेरे को
How
बहुत
do you,
पसंद है.
is that just in your mind? Is that something
really
you're thinking
like them
about the
both.
whole time? Is
That's something is crazy in this team, but we
Like
are not
मैं
really talking about it.
the
इनमें
same
मैं
way you did all
differentiate
the
नहीं
stuff
कर सकता.
before? Yeah.
Like we are not really focused about we can have 2 major in a row. Like we with the record of the map, we didn't really talk about it. So like it's just going smooth in some sense. We are not really focused about it. We are let's see about the next game. That's it. We are not really guys. We need the second.
Yeah,
game. That's not in our mind or really focused about it. We are just focused about Mongolz. Let's see what's gonna happen. We might lose, might win, but let's see what we can do to be the best version of ourselves, like during this game.
क्या
And then
लगता
my
है भाई क्या
final
होगा?
question then is, looking at just everything you've been through this year as a team, you're still the best team of the year. No one can take that away from you, even if, I don't know, Spirit wins the major or Fury wins the major. No one can compete with you guys. But if you win this major and you end the year like that, it's still is it still in your eyes like a start of an era? Or is because of this middle ground it cut off a bit? How do you view it?
I think it's tough to say, but if of course if we win this major and we keep going good of the next years,
Yeah.
we can say like it's still an era with the also of course the first part of the season. We can still say yes, it's a good era. I would say of 1 year, half, maybe 2 years, like of winning tournaments, maybe 1 or 2. So I would say yes. Why not? Why not?
Awesome.
Okay, I have maybe one thing.
Go on.
Is there so obviously the summer break didn't go as you wanted. Do you think that was it a mistake to not give you more rest because of what you achieved in the start of the year?
I think we wanted more rest. As
Yes.
well.
But
I
they
think-
can't take it. They're not allowed to say no to below
Yeah,
stuff, right?
Colin, we cannot say.
2 मिनट भाई 2 मिनट बचे
I think all the players wanted more rest because we always went far of the tournaments, like going 1 week off, maybe at home, and going back to the tournament. So, like I said, we always goes far to any tournament, and it was at the end we're just, of course, happy but tired in terms of mentally.
Yeah.
Like we
I mean,
just.
it costs also to win emotionally.
Yeah,
If you get
of course.
drained.
Emotionally, we were like happy but down at
Yeah.
the same time because we had so much during this 6 months. So yeah, it was a lot. And after we had to celebrate with the family in the during the pearl break. So of course we never stopped talking about it.
Yeah.
Even though during the pearl break we
Today, call
had this
Adi
in our
bhai,
mind. So
रुको.
we
कोई तो होना
even
चाहिए
we
मेरे
had the
साथ.
break. we were
Destro
thinking
को
about
पूछ
this,
सकते
like,
Destro
in some
free
sense,
है
because
तो.
we did something incredible and we cannot get away in our mind in 2 weeks. No way.
Yeah.
Like it's impossible. So we couldn't refresh our mind about that.
Well, Zaru, first of all, thank you so much for coming on
Thank
and
you.
speaking with us. It was a pleasure to talk you some more in some details as well. Your camera's this one here. Anything you want to say directly into that camera to the fans, to everyone watching?
Thank you for anyone who follow us during this major or anyone to follow us to this year. It's been amazing to have you behind us, and we're gonna keep going in this way with Vitality, with this team. So thank you for following us, and we're gonna keep going for this way.
And give something for the French fans, because you know they're going to want to hear it in French.
In French?
Yeah, go, bro.
Merci à tous de nous suivre. C'est un plaisir de vous voir à chaque tournoi, de vous voir nous supporter. Du coup, c'est un plaisir. Merci à tous pour ce soutien. Et on va continuer à tout casser avec Victor. Du coup, merci à tous.
There you go. That's going to make the French fans very happy hearing you do it. Thank you very much, Zaru. We appreciate you. Then we come on over here.
ओ भाई.
Thank you, man.
Thank you very much.
How do I fucking remove the thumbnail भाई? मेरे को ये thumbnail निकाल देना. CS2 major setups are crazy bro. कितने बड़े मास्क एकदम उसके होता है वो. हमसे दे देते स्पीकर विकर. उनको तो बहुत कुछ पहनाते हैं, मतलब 2 हेडफोन्स पहनते हैं ना वो लोग. एक ऊपर वाला एयर नॉइस कैंसलेशन के लिए, और फिर भाई उसके बाद एक क्रेजी सा IEM होता है उनका.
Budapest Major. I'm here with Tico, and we're in front of the MVM Dome, waiting for the playoffs to begin. Martin, which teams are we going to see on the big stage?
So this is definitely
क्या हुआ? अच्छा उनकी स्ट्रीम में कोई दिक्कत है? नहीं. लोड हो रहा है.
Vitality Mongolz in a matchup which is final of the last major, where Vitality won. They got a crown of the champion, but Mongolz put up a good fight. And for many people, Mongolz is actually surprise of this tournament. But is there any other favorites you think about?
Really good.
Well, maybe the
Why the fuck ये लोड क्यों हो रहा है?
first matchup today, it's going to be Spirit against Falcons. And honestly, Falcons, they were fighting for their lives in the last stage, but Spirit, they've just like swooped over 3-0. So it's going to be an interesting fight. Donk is having one of his tournament where he's just Donk. But if the stars of Falcons show up today, I think it will be a tough fight. And I think both of these teams are potentially a contender for the trophy. But we're going to find out what happens today. The arena looks incredible. I'm so excited for the matches today, and we'll see you very soon.
A historic 4 days await us as we welcome you to the playoffs of the Star Ladder Budapest Major 2025. We are live from the belly of the beast, and by we, I mean myself, Rare Spears, Devil Walk, and Maui Snake. There's nothing quite like waking up, Maui, and knowing we are kicking off the major.
A treat, Freya.
For you, Devil Walk, winning the first ever CSGO major. Now, fast forward to the 23rd. Can you believe that we're here? It must be wild for you.
It is completely unreal. When I won it, we had probably 500-600 people watching in kind of almost a cinema kind of stage. And now we're packing arenas. We're having the big dogs playing it out, duking it out for the dream of winning in a major. I mean, the absolute most prestigious tournaments you could ever win in Counter-Strike.
Are we going to get to see your major celebration? The infamous
I don't think I will do. I'll not pull that one out.
Maybe you can inspire some of the players. Either way, we'd like to say a massive thank you to Blacklight Monster and Xplay.gg for helping make the Starlight at Budapest Major possible. You mentioned cinema, Devil Walk. We've already had some cinema matches to make it to this very point, and as Stiko said, this is one of the most stacked playoff brackets we've had in Major history, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, looking at Spirit Falcons could potentially, even be one of the greatest playoff games. And, I think all of them have that potential, right? Because it's so many good matchups, and we have the lucky ones to actually duke it out for the first one.
Honestly, I feel like there's a reason to believe in all of the upsets, if you even want to call them that. A lot of 50-50 bouts, a lot of teams with so much history going against each other in the quarterfinals. I would even put it out there that there's really no true underdogs here, given the fact that every single team has at least one player who has played in a major grand finals in the past.
Yes.
That's something special.
That's absolutely insane. Tomorrow we'll have to be waiting a day for Mongolz versus FaZe, and then Furia versus Na'Vi. But today, later on, going to be Vitality versus Mongolz. But we are kicking off, as you said, Devil Walk, with the barn burner affair. Spirit versus Falcons. It's insane that we get to see this clash already happening in a quarterfinal. Just top level, if we're going to sum up Spirit's year, what have we seen from Spirit in 2025?
A frustrating year. I think everyone who actually looked at Spirit going into this year, they would be in one of these top 3 teams that would fight for all the titles, fight for all the trophies. That hasn't panned out. There's been an increasing growth of frustration within the camp. You've seen the best player in the world not to be in that many grand finals that you would maybe wish or expect from this team. They forced them to some, lineup switches in Sway and Tenir coming in instead of Magix and Sontics. So I think that, things haven't worked out for Spirit, and this is maybe the first time where we've seen them actually play really well, play really consistent, and make it 3-0 to make it to this quarterfinals. So it's a lot of question marks still for Spirit as we head into this playoff, but things are looking better at least.
When you look at Spirit, they already have a great opener for the season in Cologne. However, a lot of the middle of the season is where you're left wanting more. This would be a wonderful bookend for them if they're able to capture a trophy here in Budapest. But I would say that 4th, 5th most likely team, maybe that, if you actually want to give them percentage chances or odds at winning the whole title.
Which is mental when you consider they have both Donk and Shiro on the roster, that we're not putting our expectations high for the moment. For Falcons, though, sum up their year for me, Maui, because it's been a little bit complicated, right?
Just a single trophy, and it was before m0NESY got there, which is a little bit awkward because obviously you're bringing in one of the premier elite top 3 snipers in the world. You're trying to bolster your roster. You're bringing in an elite up-and-coming rookie in Kyosuke, and yet you really have nothing to show for it in terms of hardware in the trophy cabinet. So this would be a chance for Falcons to actually silence the naysayers, silence the haters, and actually put something on the board in terms of saying, we spent all this money, but look it still did net us a trophy.
Yeah, and they probably the team with the most amount of pressure, not just internally from themselves, but also from the community, because there's a lot of hate watchers, there's a lot of people maybe even rooting for them to fail, because we have a super team in this squad. They have all the big players, all the big names. They need to challenge for this trophy, and they're built for this trophy. They're built to be able to cruise through a playoff and lift that big major.
You mentioned the superstars. What's been kind of the litmus test, I guess, for m0NESY in the big events? Because we look at him and go, okay, incredibly flashy AWPer, consistently in that upper echelon of players. Has he delivered when it comes to the big stages?
Unfortunately, that hasn't been the case. When looking at m0NESY's year, his stats do jump off the page, but then when you dive in a little bit deeper, you're going to see that the Katowices, the Colognes, the Major earlier in Austin this year just haven't been quite up to his standards. I mean, these are numbers that may look decent, serviceable for other AWPers, but you're supposed to be our #1. You're supposed to be the guy that's carrying us through all of these events, making deep runs. And yeah, there's a little bit of a caveat at Katowice. He was on a different team, but after Austin, after Cologne, you're just wanting more from him. You want to see him lift one of the biggest trophies in the world, which obviously would be here in Budapest.
Yeah, now we've talked about m0NESY in the last 4 years, just as he, entered the pro scene, the tier 1 scene. He is the AWPer with the highest potential. He is highest ceiling, highest skill ceiling, and the highest amount of expectations on him. He can deliver great games, especially in a matchup against Spirit, but this is not the numbers you're looking for having m0NESY on your lineup.
Took him a while to get warmed up in the group stage as well, but I feel like he's here now, Maui. He's here, right?
They needed that G2 game for him. The map 2, map 3, where he was able to just completely take over on Inferno, on Dust 2. He was a difference maker, and that's what you want to see from him here versus Spirit in this opening matchup. This is what you want to see for the rest of the playoffs, because if he hits that ceiling that you're talking about, Devilwalk, they have a serious chance to pull off the upset as what I would say is maybe they're the second or third best team coming into this major playoffs, but they could take down the whole bracket if Monacy's playing at 100%.
Yeah, I completely agree. I mean, you have the firepower with Nico kind of coming alive again as well. Kioske always delivering good numbers. Monacy is the key for victory for me. He is the one that needs to set the pace, slow down the opposition, make sure they are scared as they walk through the map control parts of the server. He is the big one that they need.
Well, you mentioned Nico's name. Let's hear from him ahead of this quarterfinal.
Hey, Nico. So last time we spoke, you were really stressed. And yeah, I just want to know if you're okay and how the stress levels are today.
Yeah, it's a bit different scenario today. Obviously, it's before the game, so can't be stressed. But I'm good. I'm relaxed. The vibes are good in the team. We're feeling good, and we're also very excited to get to the stage and play versus Spirit.
The arena looks amazing. You saw it yesterday at the rehearsal, so I'm very excited to see you guys play there. What have you done the last days except prepping for the match? Anything like for the mental and stuff?
No, not really. Just had a day off, just for all the players and the management to relax a little bit, make a plan for the match versus Spirit, and then we had 2 days of practice and preparation for the match versus Spirit. So nothing crazy, just 1 day of relaxation and then 2 days of work, and now we are here.
How did you feel during practice?
Felt good. I mean, it's a bit of hard, you know, to practice at the end of the season. Also, you know, not many teams are playing as well, so we try to get the most out of it. We just try to focus on what we can control and what we want to do versus Spirit. So yeah, but we felt good. We obviously, when you're in the playoff of Major, you're always excited to get better. So yeah, it was good.
Speaking of Spirit, you have actually a really good track record against them. Does this change anything for you? Like, do you feel more comfortable facing them, considering that you have won the last matchups against them?
I don't think it matters too much for us. We are confident. I think no matter who we would have gone up against, we would be confident. I think, you know, if we lose today, it doesn't really matter, you know, how many times we have won them, because I don't think we won them in the major, especially in the playoffs. So I would say this is probably one of the most important games that we had versus them. So it doesn't really matter what happened in the past. We need to show up today, and we need to repeat what we did.
Okay, and some happy thoughts. Did anyone from your family come? Is Zara here?
Yeah, we have actually a lot of family, not just me. I think everyone brought someone. So yeah, Sarah is here, my family is here, Ilias' family is here, Damian's, René's. I think only Maxim is not having any, if I'm not mistaken. So we have a lot of support, so it's going to be nice to play in front of them.
Yeah, excited for you guys. Just breathe, everything is good. Please no table smashing, okay?
I hope it will not be needed.
Thank you, best of luck.
Thank you.
I feel like Nico should be feeling good spirits, right? When we're looking at these kind of numbers coming out of the group stage, Devil Walk, that's exactly what you want to see. Nico powering up.
Yeah, and he's doing it from a different kind of roles perspective. He's switched into more kind of holding map control, not as many options in the T sides of things, and putting these numbers up in the roles that he has on the T sides is exceptional.
Except, Maui, except, there's a little bit of a unfortunate history with Nico, right? Are we saying he's a choker?
I would say so. I don't think you need to mince words about it. I mean, there have been 8 examples in major history where at the face of elimination, he's lost to teams that are ranked lower than him and his team. Not in every single matchup are you looking here and saying he was the one that failed, but in actually the majority, you would say that. Going all the way back to, obviously, I think a lot of people remember what happened at Boston where he didn't show up, and especially even what happened against MIBR in the most recent one where he had single-digit kills going into overtime on the deciding map. So yes, it can be said at this point, and we can celebrate the rise if it happens, if Nico's able to capture this trophy here. But as it stands right now, where Nico has lacked the most in his career is at majors, where he has unfortunately found himself choking.
It's insane just to look at the number of them. 8 years, 8 examples of this happening. Devil Walk, that's not the kind of characteristic you want to associate with yourself. And I imagine, you know, as much as you can try and stop thinking about that personally, people are always asking you about this. That's difficult to forget if you're Nico.
I mean, it just increases the pressure on him as an individual, increases the pressure for the team who want him to get out of that kind of, I don't know what to say, ghosts back in your head, or it's tough once you get into this mindset, once you kind of get things close, especially in games, that mind, that thought is going to creep back into your mind in the game and put even more pressure on you. You're going to get stressed, you're going to make more mistakes, and that's just human in the essence of it. But hopefully we will not see that being the case for Nico in this matchup.
Which one was the worst, Maui, in your opinion? Which one was the worst choke from Nico?
Jeez, I mean, I feel like individually, the closest he's been to lifting a trophy was in Boston.
Yeah.
And so if he had performed to his normal level there, this wouldn't even be a conversation. Those would just be losses after having already achieved greatness, after already having been at the summit. The most recent one is obviously what a lot of people here have in terms of recency bias,
Yes.
because that MIBR game is one that a lot of us want to forget the day after.
100%. There is a little bit of a twist, though, in the fates in terms of this head-to-head. Donna touched upon it, but the fact that Donk and Shiro have never beaten Nico and m0NESY as a duo, not only in Falcons, but back in G2 as well. That's insane. 9 head-to-heads, none of them going the way of Spirit.
And Stinko had a great video about this last year, breaking down the matchup between Nico, between Donk, the fact that Nico was killing Donk about 2 times for every 1 time Donk killed him back. Sometimes it's the mechanics, sometimes it's the way that the team is set up, but this is the one way where it feels like there's a mental edge on the Falcon side, because Donk is probably the guy that's a little bit more in his own head regarding this matchup in particular.
Yeah, I think the things that Falcons do really well, or this Nico and m0NESY kind of duo that they've always brought, is they are great at forcing Donk's specific positions and kind of leaving his space, giving the good flashbangs to kind of counteract his aggression, using a lot of utility to chip damage him and make sure that he doesn't get an easy time.
Looking at this one, though, I mean, the reason we focus on this Donk v Nico matchup is that Donk is just absolutely crushing it this year. In terms of damage per round, he is just eclipsing everybody. If you look at him versus ZywOo, there's a pretty sizable gap, but I want people to notice that even taking the gap, that 9 damage difference between Donk and ZywOo, look at what it takes if you take a 9 damage difference from ZywOo to the guy that's 9 below him. It's ZywOo versus Stown. Like, that's how ridiculous Donk has been as an individual this year. So if Nico, if m0NESY can get into his head and slow down the highest output player of the year, bar none, then obviously they're going to have an edge in this match.
He's been putting it on the server so many times, so let's check in with him ahead of this quarterfinal.
Checking up with the Donk here before the quarterfinal. I have a thing to say, because you went 3-0 from the previous stage, and you are probably aware of this curse. You just had 5 days break. So what did Spirit do differently to not lose form?
So, like, there's a lot of tournaments where we qualify to the playoffs in the first place, or like 3-0, and yeah, we know that the curse that like about all the teams that qualified for the first place, I would say. And yeah, we tried different ways to keep our form and keep like the hunger, I would say. And yeah, but like we have mentality about this curse that we can become the fourth organization that win the major from 3-0.
Okay. This is nice. I mean, Falcons is your first matchup, and it's always tough. Obviously, the Nico and m0NESY combo against you have insane record. They beat you like 9 times. So what do you think, personally, is making this matchup so hard for you?
I don't know if, like, if I knew, I think we would fix it, like, but I think they just good in understand how our map is moving, and their player style kind of annoying against us, ours.
Before the event, you also spoke that you are more vocal and more team-oriented. Can you share with us who initiated this? So was it idea by you, or maybe your teammates, or maybe the coach? Who came up with this?
I think it came by nature, to be honest. Like, just we had a couple of times and like the IM Chengdu and Bosgon Kong, and like this issue like came to the top, I would say, and like I understood that I have to become more vocal, and it's like I need to become literally maybe second caller in terms of like I have a lot of space on the map and I see a lot, and I think in this new roster I need to become new vocal. That's it. It wasn't some dialogue between team inside the team, but it came by nature.
quick question to end this. Last year, or exactly a year ago, you lifted the major trophy. You become MVP. Is this new spirit, because you made 2 roster moves in between during the seasons, is this new spirit ready to lift another one?
I think yes, why not?
Let's see how it goes. Good luck today.
I love that confidence always coming out of Dong. A little smirk that comes on his face as well when he thinks about lifting the Shanghai Major Trophy just 1 year ago today. He touched upon some interesting points though. The changes the Spirit have made, the kind of changes in attitude, mentality. Do you think that's a big reason why we've seen, small sample size, albeit in stage 3, but one of the reasons why they went 3-0 in that stage?
They clearly went back to the drawing board on a couple of the maps that they're playing. I feel like especially their T sides have really just elevated. I feel like that was the main criticism a lot of pundits and even their own team had regarding how they were finishing rounds especially. I think they have a clear-cut idea of how they want to cause misdirection against opponents, how they want to make sure that they use their pieces to the fullest effect and don't just send in their soldiers to die every single time. So I think that they're in a much better position now.
Well, either way, we're creeping closer and closer to kicking off our first quarterfinal. So it's time to get this show truly started.
This is the pain of the major, this is the pain of loss of it.
Major guys,
As some teams march on forwards, others still need to go home.
major playoffs begin.
It's never easy to say goodbye.
Just hoping there's going to be another chance.
Fought hard all the way from stage 1 to stage 3 of the major, but the run does end here.
They were supposed to be a team that was going to be making it farther.
कितना crazy है ना भाई major.
Still hunting. Counter-Strike Immortality.
Okay, live drum बजा रहा है वहाँ पे बंदा.
A ferocious force of controlled chaos. Furia dreamed to return major glory to Brazil for the first time since 2016. Team spirit, cold-blooded under pressure, precise in execution. Spirit are champions forged through discipline, resilient through change, and determined to win. Mongolz, consistent, calculated, and confident. Mongolz and their hometown hero have a date with destiny on the major stage, and they won't miss it. Mongolz, absolutely relentless. The Mongolz are once again on the major stage, ready to shock the world and finally claim their star. Vitality, this year's most dominant team, stands poised on the edge of history. Vitality chase
Vitality is crazy, bhai.
glory to cement their legacy. Navi, driven to reclaim greatness. Navi fights to extend their legacy and remain among the titans of Counter-Strike.
Navi भी one of the good teams है भाई.
Every setback overcome through nerves of steel. FaZe Clan thrive in the pressure, especially with less than a second left. Falcons, assembled for one purpose, claiming the major trophy. The Falcons are on the hunt, chasing their dream in
सबके बारे में ही अच्छा बोल दिया भाई. कोई खराब है ही नहीं इसमें बैंक को। टू बी ऑनेस्ट भाई, अब अभी के इसमें से जो भी टीम जीते भाई सारे वर्थ इट है, मतलब सबको मिलना चाहिए ऐसा।
On this stage, we will strike a new name into legend. All or nothing. It's time for the Star Ladder Budapest Major Finals. Unleash the beast. Good luck and have fun.
Budapest! It's getting hot in here! Since 2013, the Counter-Strike Majors have stood as the pinnacle of our game. Only the very elite players have a chance of becoming major champions, fighting through the pressure and everything that happens on this stage, in this moment, in front of you all. Counter-Strike's beauty lies in the small details that the untrained eye cannot see. I'm talking about the precise counter-strafing, the godlike aim, the perfect flashes. It is not easy for these players to do it, but they dedicated their life to this craft and this game. And what do now? They stand before you all, hoping to lift the Star Ladder Budapest Major trophy. Some of these players, they've felt major victory before. Others have dreamed of it. They have come close, but missed it by just one round. Some are entering the major playoffs for the first time of their careers. That is when the nerves will truly kick in. And others, they call this home. This is where they expect to be, and it is everything they are working for. Now the 2025 season ends on Sunday, and one of our 8 teams will be lifting that trophy. And at the end of it all, when they've triumphed, they will talk to their friends, their teammates, their families, and they will say, it was all worth it for this moment. Budapest!
Okay, होने लगी है भाई. That's what I said.
Coach Halley. What?
रुको भाई.
Okay, I'm happy that I'm here on
सब
time.
भाड़ में गया. हम लाते हैं ओनी की
The
स्ट्रीम
crowd is
भाई.
filled, but it's the chat filled, bro.
Woohoo!
This weekend is Counter-Strike and Counter-Strike only, bro. Clear your fucking schedule.
वही बोला मैं ओनी लाइव कैसे नहीं है भाई. ओनी इज लाइव.
Oh my god, if I was there, I'd quick little fist bump, suck. Don't be nervous, bro. Don't be nervous, it will all be good. Co-stream? Oh, scheiße. What?
ओनी इज लाइव गाइस. ओनी इज लाइव. हम ओनी की स्ट्रीम देखेंगे.
Problems? Don't say 07, bro. Let me change channel and let me ask about that thing. Thoughts on the trophy? We all know the last one from the last Außen Major. Trophy is always a tough one, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I think it looks pretty genius.
Sorry, Oni bhai, tera ये कर रहा हूँ.
What the hell? Guys, Dona sent me a picture from a drum set in the crowd. I was like, yo, is this Brazil like putting a drum set
Like,
in
why the fuck he isn't live on YouTube, bro? Yosuke, Sonic.
Welcome on stage.
Come on.
I feel like I'm watching Street Fighter tournament. Holy aura. Oh my god, bro. Chat, is it going to be Nikos' last day at the major? His first day in the arena, will it be his last? Spirit is coming for their neck. Nico, the gold fucking rifler, right behind Monopixel. Both of them have not won a major yet, but Nico has been around for the longest time. Was that anomaly? It is time to lock in for Nico, for Ilya, for Maxim, for Damian. Don't ask me why I know the first names. I've been listening to some timeouts. It is time to lock in, bro.
Crazy भाई, crazy. कितना मस्त सा वो feel आ रहा है भाई.
Major. Scheiße.
रुको भाई.
I should have been half an hour earlier, bro. What am I doing, bro?
फटक से मैं बोला तो कोई तो रहेगा ना.
Tomorrow I'm gonna be early, bro. That's gonna crash out. Yeah. Oh, ha. Thoughts on the stage design? I'm not gonna lie. Stage design looks pretty cream. The teams have taken to the stage, and we're almost there for the quarterfinals. Chopper, you have struggled many times facing the Falcons, but we've seen you try to adjust, make improvements. How has that helped you for today to be able to beat them, get revenge, and make it to the semi-finals?
Hello.
We can just
Hello.
try to play our game. That's it.
What is the most important thing that the team needs to do today to get that win?
Be like a team.
Well, good luck doing it, man. Go take your seat. Get ready. Thank you very much.
क्या हुआ क्या था तेरे को?
Hi, Kixan. I wanted to ask you, I know you revealed it to me that Nico helps you the most of any player in your career. Is this as an IGL? Did he have more impact than usual preparing for Spirit?
Discord पे आना सीधा भाई अभी मस्त मैच चल
रहा है. In the past matchup, so how does it feel?
पूरा ढोल भी बजा रहे लाइव.
Onto the arena. Yeah, as I already said, Nico is helping a lot with many different things, and I don't think it has been any different for this game. We just took it as any other game, and we'll see how it goes.
If you will be in need of some guidance, let's say during
बीमार पड़ गया ये crazy बात नहीं है भाई. Crazy बात नहीं है उसको कल फिर भी ट्रैक पे जाना है.
Because they probably feel the game against them, especially.
Yeah, of course. I mean, they have played against them many times, and so far they had good success. So obviously, the help of Nico and Mongolz will be really important in this game.
Let's see how it goes. Good luck, brother.
Inside of the pockets, bro's asserting dominance. Holy macaroni! It is time to lock in, bro. But who's the crowd cheering for? Who are you cheering for? Do you want to go for Falcons a snack or for Spirits a snack? Oh, you hate watching both. I don't know, man. I want you to give me every bit of energy you got right now. This is how we are kickstarting the Budapest Major. Let me hear you.
Chat is pretty.
Some noise!
That's some serious
Major time. All right, follow with me here. Just everyone on this side. Let me hear you. All right. Can you guys do any better? Go!
What the fuck is this?
Lock in. One final thing. Is there some fans of Spirit?
Bro, I'm not gonna lie, Chad. I don't even know who I'm cheering for, bro.
That's not bad.
भाई truly भाई सारे अच्छे. Whoa.
I think that's more Falcons than Spirit. But Spirit, when they even have just a few fans in the crowd, they're being some of the loudest, bro.
брат привел в компьютерный клуб поиграть в Counter-Strike.
7 years old, he started playing CS.
До 14 лет я занимался футболом.
I'm shaking, bro.
У меня было две вещи, которые я любил больше всего. Осталось одна.
Сергей справедливый, грамотный, опытный и очень трудолюбивый человек. Дружелюбный и сплочающий. Для меня это точно лидер нашего коллектива.
For real, भाई. He looks like professor, भाई.
То есть основополагающая вещь была это капитан, а у нас появился яркий стар-плеер, который является лучшим игроком в мире. Нам нужен был снайпер, который много коммуницирует. Мы добрали Диму, и нужны были края, которые будут надежны, стабильны и стакаться по менталке.
Pickens, how much time do I have? I want to watch this.
I mean, it's also about adapting. I definitely had to go through some time.
The analyst will yap again. No, then I do it.
You know, in Astralis, I were very much focused on the team play, the utility usage. I think most teams has adopted into that style now.
Zonik is a very great person. First of all, he's a very experienced coach, and also he's very experienced as a player because in the past he played the game. He can understand us very well in the game, outside of the game. The way we react sometimes, or the way we want things, and this is the most important for us, for players, because when a coach is on the same page as you, and when you are players on the same page with coach, it makes things easier.
That's facts.
For me, as a coach, if you're a good coach, you also need to adapt to whatever team you have. I think this is something that I learned a lot last year trying to force down my system onto the players that I had. You need to keep your identity. It is a new territory for me. Usually I've always been focused on that the team comes first. When you have three players with, they all have ego, of course, but they also have firepower. It's about finding that balance of using their potential and setting them up to have the best day at the office, so to speak. But for this season has also been on, if things are not going that well, that we can rely more on the
Chat. Am I weird if I cheer for Falcons here, bro? I've cheered for Spirit, I've cheered for Falcons. The thing is, bro, how many more tries will Nico get for the major trophy?
भाई निको को अब मिल जाना चाहिए भाई, for real.
Absolutely. Then it wouldn't be a question who I'm cheering for.
Важное основополагающее, что может быть в Counter-Strike, чтобы люди думали в одном векторе на то, как
निको बहुत अच्छा प्लेयर है यार, उसको लाइक अब तक तो मिल जाना चाहिए था.
в начале раунда, в середине раунда, чем лучше ты принимаешь инициативу капитана и своих тиммейтов, чем лучше ты выполняешь план, который ты обсуждаешь заранее, тем повышаются шансы твои выигрывать большие матчи и титулы.
Тактические паузы, взятые Сергеем, это что-то невероятное, потому что винрейт после того, как он берет паузы, многократен. Большой процент, даже приводили какую-либо статистику на этот счет.
За 30 секунд мне нужно сказать о том, что может повлиять в следующем раунде, предположить и сказать, что мы будем делать через раунд, потому что у меня всего тайм-аута 3.
Changes, and I think they maybe got a bit surprised or needed more time. I think there's also something that everyone can learn a bit about is that it takes time to build a team.
Я думаю, у любой тир-1 команды, когда встречаются сильные оппоненты, и я думаю, что каждая звезда всегда хочет...
What do you think, guys? What do you think?
Don't say L, please. I need else we're losing part. There it is, there it is.
During these group stage games, I don't put too much into it. I want to focus on ourselves.
Yo,
and it's
chill!
about sticking to our plan, make sure that we have a good game plan against them and that we make the conditions for our players to show up as best as possible. And then I think there's a guy on Spirit we need to try and control a bit.
It is time, bro. Do I have now time? 5 minutes for the pick'ems? 3 minutes. Give me 3 minutes.
Nice. The stage here in Budapest. Dom,
let me see. Don't say
of 2024. Hungary's the best. Those who have forever played himself and Shiro unable to take down that duo of Nico.
I have not done my pick'ems yet, but boys, diamonds are made under pressure. The diamond coin will be made under pressure. There's time pressure. It says 10 minutes. That's when I lock in. That's when diamonds are made. Right here, right now. Team Spirit versus Falcons. How is Falcons looking?
Like you said, his Achilles heel lies in the
Spirit looking healthy. Donk doing prep for the game, making sure that the audio is working.
When it was just Taz playing, Hooksy playing, we forget about that one. Don't even mention that one. This is a matchup that has just been a nightmare for the rest.
I feel like Falcons is gonna win it, bro. Call me absolutely crazy. Vitality versus the Mongolz. Vitality will win. Who will I be cheering for? For the Mongolz, probably. Furia versus Na'Vi. Who's winning that? Number 1 team in the world, Furia right now. Am I gonna be delusional putting Na'Vi? 9. I need the diamond. But I will be cheering for Na'Vi with Jail in the call. You already know that. Mouse versus the Falcons. Home crowd favorite. Home crowd deluxe Mouse. I see them winning a BO3, but not 2 BO3s. Do I think they can beat FaZe in the BO3 though? FaZeland, the team who usually riles up at playoffs. Jakob, for who it's the first playoffs. Maybe he's hella nervous. We don't know. He's nervous when just in an interview with Dona. I think Falcons may win this, bro. Call me absolutely nuts, but they're not winning the second. Falcons versus Vitality. Call me nuts. Call me absolutely nuts. And then Furia will win the major. Is this crazy, bro? This is not what I want, but this is the diamond formula. Trust me.
Let's see, भाई. Let's see. यही होता है कि नहीं.
Alright, is it safe?
Crazy कुछ तो चालू है भाई.
And I know my shit, bro. I know my shit. If you want to copy it from someone, look at this shit. Look at this shit. All right,
I think last but going into the new, I think
my game crashed. What?
They are playing outside with Duncan Shiro on the CT side very often. They often have a great kind of...
It happens, by CS2 is literally fucked up.
Sound just went hella weird for me for a second.
Breaking the outside smokes.
CS2 is literally fucked up.
Yo, this new PC is pissing me off, guys. I'm not gonna lie. There's so many things weird with this new PC, man. Also, chat. I'm a little bit fried today. I'm not gonna lie, bro. We went badminton. I'm completely exhausted from badminton, bro. Afterwards, we went McDonald's. Not the best idea, bro. Not the best idea. And I also took some cheesies for home for the breakfast. So I feel absolutely disgusting. And then, this morning, ding dong, 8 a.m. Vermieter, aka my landlord. Fuyo. Comes in because my dishwasher is broken. I say, no problem, come in. Thank you so much for coming by. And then the classic happens. So everything is cleaned up, right? Everything is cleaned up. I was kind of ready. I knew he was coming today. But I was not ready for. So what I did was some things where it was like a box laying in the way. I just put it into a room, you know, into a room which I'm not in. And I closed the door when he came, right? So living room looks fine, and where the washing machine is looks fine. And then he says, "May I take a video, please, of how the apartment is doing, of how the place is doing?" I was like, sure. And then he was like, "So here we are, and then every single door." Oh, oh my god, bro! Not legal. Okay, what am I supposed to say, bro? Like, no, you can't do that. Like, what do you mean, bro? Like, then he thinks I'm hiding something. I'm not hiding anything. Scheiße. He thinks probably I'm recording porn or something, bro. There's camera here. There's a light over here. Scheiße. I'm not even kidding, bro. I'm not. He's probably thinking like, what is this guy doing, bro?
If you're gonna look
like, is he doing like live streams on? Oh man.
To take a step back
oh
in their
man.
Performance. They need to be the ones that can't deal with the pressure.
DDR5 RAM standing right next to my fucking. Like, what is he thinking, bro?
First map.
What is he thinking, bro? Oh man, he will set you up. What does that mean, bro? He's a good dude, though. He's a good dude.
We talk about the superstars. We talk about
he's not gonna set me up, bro.
Your donks. What are we saying about Sway, Anthony, newly coming into this squad?
Nah, bro.
Sway lifting a trophy.
I
am alone, kind of surprising everybody. But do you expect him to
do we have everything ready? We have the pick'ems ready.
Sway and Tanir have simply not lived up
the
to
teams
the
are ready. Zonic doesn't look ready.
In terms of their overall
Let me whip out my
numbers,
epic
generally
pen,
in the red, usually entrance to their teams, especially even given the fact that going into Nuke, I mean, this is a map that Sway and
guy in the crowd
Namiga
yawning,
did
chill,
not
bro.
really even play.
I know it's early in the morning, bro, but you have to lock in crowd. But the crowd is almost full already, bro, and the game hasn't even started. The game hasn't even started,
I feel
boys.
like this is such a punish pick in so many different facets right now, and I mean,
what are the picks? Why is everyone yawning?
He's still learning.
What are the picks and bans?
Like, when talking to you, Devil Walk, in that your guys' podcast, I mean,
should I be in the arena right now, chat?
Some of the timings. He's
this year I can't go. I mean, this year I can. I went to the last one, but this one I can't go.
What has to happen for a lurker. It's a guy
next ones I'll be there, bro. You already know.
Or even play slower just to match what's going on across the map on the macro sense for Spirit.
Let's check भाई कोई Discord में नहीं है कोई ध्यान चलो ऐसा तो नहीं है.
How did I do this all the time back in the day? Home pixel is not feeling nice, bro. I feel like a lazy bum right now, bro. Banned from Hungary? No, I love
कौन सा map है वैसे पहला?
Oh my god, it's not about Hungary, bro. It's something else.
But you need someone
else. You
need more weight off of Donk's and Shiro's shoulders on the Spirit lineup, going up against all those superstars.
And it sounds like you're
what's at
believing
Nikon's so hard right now?
I have a weird feeling.
He better be, bro.
Yeah, there's something.
I need him to shoot
for
hard.
me. I think that the way that
the maps are
kind of
confirmed by my moderator. Nuke, Dust 2 and Ancient. Guys, not an Inferno at the start, and not a fucking Trend at the start. If these picks and bans are real, then this is Christmas, bro. Oh my god.
When he can have impact
beautiful maps to watch.
That is a key moment for me.
It's a BO3, yes.
And
we're at the playoffs, we're not in the grand final.
Let's check if Lodeman
is this year already grand final BO5? Yes, right?
More influence. There's more fluidity
yes,
in the rounds.
it
I
is,
think
bro.
That's gonna be key.
Major BO5 grand final. Goosebumps,
you've
bro.
gone on the other side, though, Maui. You've gone for Falcons in this one. Tell me for why.
Oh my god.
Well, the last time they played against each other in Hong Kong,
let's go.
it was Falcons that came out on top.
Nice.
It was the opening series in that tournament, but I just didn't think that Donk was being proactive enough. If I'm looking at Nuke and
quick vibe check. Chat. First of all, how are you doing? Scale of 1 through 10. 10 if you're feeling immaculate, if your day was wonderful, it's the weekend coming up, you had a good day at work, you had a good day at school, whatever you may have been doing today, all right? Or a good day just relaxing. 1 if it was absolutely tremendously bad. And then followed by that number, you put who you're cheering for, bro. Falcons or Spiti. Falcons or Spiti. Do you want Nico to finally
Yo,
win
yo,
a major,
yo,
or do you
Shitty
not,
bhai,
bro?
yo.
Or do you
Welcome
not?
to the stream,
Does it
bhai.
come with a side taste that he is playing on Falcons for you now? For me, it is a side taste. Do I still got his back right now? I think I do. Especially because Spirit won the Shanghai Major, right? They just came off a major when Donk already has a major under his belt. Nico, none.
Why, like, how the hell, bhai?
7
Nico
Falcons,
is so
6
old
Spirit,
and
5
like, matlab
Falcons.
experienced, not old.
Okay. 8
But
Falcons, 6 Falcons,
भाई
3 Spirit.
इसके पास होना चाहिए.
10 Spirit. Interesting. Okay. I cannot go live on YouTube. If I could, I would, but I can't. It's not possible. Vamos. For me, it's...
There's no question about it. I mean,
7
just a reminder, even if Falcons win this tournament,
Falcons.
get the first place prize, that
Hands
still
are high
pays
in
for
the air,
only
bro.
half of Nico's
And I'm not
buyout.
getting paid. Stop
Okay,
making
like,
shit
they
up that I'm getting
have
paid
so
to
much
cheer for a
catch
team,
up
bro.
on
I
in
wish that
terms
was
of
the case.
reaccumulating
Mouse,
the
reach out,
funds
bro.
which they
Reach
have
out.
invested into
We
this
can shift the
project,
boat
and with
around,
all
bro.
these kind of external circumstances
one
and
DM
factors,
away.
with Nico not having his major, with
From being a
Monesi
mouse
trying to
ultra.
make sure that he solidifies his place among the elite
joking,
3
bro.
players in
I'm
the
not
world.
purchasable.
There's so much more riding on
5
this for
gifted and I'll do the
Falcons,
thank you,
and
boys.
I mean, Zonic too. I mean, this guy has just been called out incessantly ever since
Yo,
he really donned the Falcons
the
jersey,
arena,
with how
though.
many more superstars he needs in order to finally find
Oh
success.
my
If
God.
not now, really win.
Yeah, I mean, completely agree. But I have a weird
Falcons
feeling about,
never miss.
you know, Spirit, Donk actually having a great game against these on this
Okay.
stage. We've talked about
What
the
does that even
pressure
mean, bro?
it builds on Falcons, the way that they have, you know, have numerous occasions where they haven't really lived up to their
love, bro.
expectations.
Love, bro.
And this is a matchup where
Come
I could
on,
see
G.
them, if
Come
they go
on,
down
G.
early,
That looks like the
pressure
major
is
trophy,
gonna
bro, low key.
crumble upon
Look,
them,
kid.
and I think that
Look,
Spirit
kid.
has a chance to win.
Scheisse, I wish I was there, bro. I want to give him a hug, bro.
A little bit slept on, a little
Come
bit
on, man.
underestimated. You gave him a lot of props though throughout stage 3, Maui, particularly when we're looking at the T sides. What particularly has changed from the Spirit side of the equation when we're on that offensive half?
There's just a little bit more misdirection. The maps
Yo.
I was keying into more
Who's
particularly.
ready
What the
to
hell,
jump on
bhai?
the
Someone
song?
came, someone subscribed, someone
Unfortunately, not
went.
in this series.
Also, I saw
However,
Smuya in the
when
chat.
it comes
Smuya, hope
to
you're doing
just the way that
fantastico,
they-
bro.
they play,
Fantastico.
It's not as much of just bundling up, just grouping for a very obvious hit, map control into.
I feel like I'm
what
not
is-
ready, bro.
What is really going to be the
Oh, no.
sequential bomb site take. Nowadays,
What
it's
did you
a
get
little
in
bit
the
of,
advent
poking
calendar?
and prodding. It's a little bit more mid-rounding. I
Boys,
feel
I'm not
like
gonna lie,
they're
bro. I was
slow the
planning on
game
opening
down,
it on
call
stream,
for
the part
pause in
2,
the middle
aka
of the round,
DOA
wait for
8
opponents
till
to react,
14, I think.
punish
Received
those
in
kinds
the
of
mail
reactions,
yesterday.
and then make a good concerted effort of where they're going to be going next.
Let's
So
just
I think
say
that kind of pace shift
those
that they now
packages have already been opened and demolished.
teams aren't
Scheisse.
already
Yo,
familiar.
guys,
Yeah, and we don't have
what do you
that
want me
much
to do,
data
bro?
on this
I
new
was
Spirit
exhausted from
either. You
Batman,
know,
bro. Like
there's
I
plenty
needed
of
some
surprises to be
I needed some
kind
energy,
of
bro.
catching our eye. But you know, Spirit
It was
on
very
T
good
side,
stuff,
they
though.
love doing
There
the
was some
outside
knoppers in
double
there.
kind of layer of smokes.
Some more chocolate,
they
bro.
don't really do the
Oh,
one
man.
smoke wall and then that's it. They
My
like
skin
to
is
do
so
it
bad right
twice
now,
to
bro,
kind
because of
force
this advent
rotations, get the
calendar.
pick, get into that main route
Why are you not
and-
putting
and
veggies in
punish
there, bro?
Falcons, but
I wouldn't
it is
mind
a
some
really tough
veggies in my
map.
advent
I don't
calendar.
consider Nuke
Oh
to be
my
the
God.
pick.
I ate
or
all the
map
pixels,
that
I'm not gonna
Spirits
lie,
is
bro.
actually going to win. I
Oh,
think
yeah,
that's
yeah,
going
yeah,
to come
yeah.
later.
So do you
in the
think it has to
series.
be a 2-1 for Spirit?
100%.
Okay,
There's
let's
never
go.
ever going to be a 2-0.
Either way, if you're joining us in the arena, make sure you head on over to the Monster
you say
booth to be
never a
grabbing yourself
2-0?
an ice cold can because you're going to want to be locked in for this
Interesting.
one. Speaking of locked in, we just got
No
to see
train
a
is
couple
weird
of
for,
images of both
Falcons,
Sonic
no?
and Nico, just you know, 1,000 yards stare pretty much. It was just pure relief
feel like
for
Falcons
Nico,
on
right?
train
Taking down G2, taking down his
It's pretty
cousin and
massive.
Hunter to make it
But then
through
again,
to
Donk
this
as
very
well.
stage, literally by the skin
Who
of his
banned
teeth.
train?
What do you
Falcons
think he's
banned
thinking
train
right
last.
now as he's just on the
Actually, no,
precipice of
first.
entering this quarterfinal?
Oh, what? He did an interview with, who was it? Either HLTV or maybe actually talking to
Guys,
Donna earlier, just the fact
The
that
last time
it's,
these two
just a
teams
lot of
played,
the
last
pressure has
Rivals
been
Season 2,
relieved.
and
I
it
mean,
was a
they're not
2-0
necessarily
for
feeling that stress of just
Falcons.
having to get to the playoff. And I feel like
But then again,
beating G2 was a
Spirit is
breaking
looking in
point.
better
A
form than
breaking
ever,
point
bro.
for them and a breaking point
Donk
for
is
Monesi, where
donking.
he was able to shift into that next gear,
Tinner is
take
tinnering.
over a game entirely. And I feel like in a way that we've talked so much about Nico and Don, it almost feels
Yo, Mr.
criminal
Shati
that
Mac
Mondesi
G,
has
thank you for
been
the 5,
mentioned
Spur.
maybe as little as he has when
Thank you,
he's the
Kazo.
one that's actually fighting to try to make sure if he can
Bhai,
assert
bro.
himself as that third best player, because he's been going to meet
Everybody
neck
pray
and neck with Shiro
that we have no
all
tech
year.
delays,
Like, at times
no
this year,
tech
when
timeouts,
Mondesi especially
no
started off
lags,
slow,
no
Shiro to me
internet
was
break
second,
outages.
third best opper in the world.
So
Mondesi
far,
a step beneath him, but now
it's looking
Mondesi
pretty
has
good.
just shifted into a form where we're seeing
Lock
all
in.
of the potential actualized.
Yeah, and
Smuja,
it's
post the
against
link,
this
yeah.
matchup as well. We can just look at some numbers.
Oh,
Last
also,
two best of threes,
my landlord
Falcons
said,
went up against Spirit.
your neighbors
Odyssey
have
had a
been complaining to
146
me
rating and a
about some
149.
drilling noises
So
at
he
night.
was definitely the key factor for
Guys,
them kind of cruising their way through
the
those
Ninja
games.
Creamy
Seems like
protein
that's where
ice
he
cream
does his best work. Just
at
in terms
midnight
of
was not a good
stylistically as
idea,
well,
bro.
going up
Let me
first for
tell you,
sure.
it was
We
not
do
a good
see some
idea,
of
bro.
those head-to-heads going
If
down.
you
That's
know,
not
you know,
always
bro.
the case with
There's one
August.
ice cream
I don't
machine to
expect
make
them
protein
be
ice
kind
cream,
of,
bro, which I was
going at each
sometimes
other.
after stream I was craving some ice cream, bro. And I started this fucking ice cream machine that is 10 times louder than a vacuum cleaner, bro. And it goes for like 5 minutes. Oh my god. And then you have to respin it so it gets crazy. Oh my god. Yo, never again, bro. Never again. Oh my god.
On the other hand, Shiro, a more
Yo,
stable
GG,
set of hands.
oh
a guy
my
that's
god.
going to hold the line.
If you know, you know, bro.
for
That shit
Spirit
loud as hell,
as they're
bro.
aggressing to
What do you
take
think will
space.
happen,
He's
bro?
gonna
What do you
hit
think
that
will
tripwire
happen?
shot if anybody goes into it. But he was the best clutcher.
I said no, that can't be. I said no, that can't be. Loki, I should have just admitted that I was making ice cream at night. Because now they're expecting the worst. Now they think I'm drilling holes at night or something. I don't know.
Quarterfinal
Scheiße, bro.
underway.
Alright,
It
lock
is
in, bro.
Spirit versus Falcons.
Lock in, bro. That shit louder than the jet engine. Yeah, it is.
Into the
bro.
game we go.
Oh!
Here we sit with Falcons
Scrawny
and
Launders
Team
at
Spirit.
the major between Spirit and
challenge that
Falcons.
they have not
Are
been
you not
able to
entertained, bro?
overcome. 9-0 the record in the head-to-head.
Oh
Falcons would have all the reasons to
my
walk away with this
God.
victory, but it's as the pressure
Travis,
finds
massive
its peak
start
so
is
far
really important in
Budapest,
these
and we're
games.
going to start this fast play.
Fastest start ever from
into
Falcons.
that E-bomb site. And so from here,
Chopper defending. 4v2 for Falcons. Once again, the last time these two teams played, it was 2-0 for Falcons.
Heaven retake here with two
Kiosk.
players.
Donk in the retake. Donk usually always gets a double kill on the pistol. If he gets a double now, GG. If he gets a double now, GG. Slides down. Breaks his legs. Oh my god.
But bested by Mongolz as he finds himself 3 within this pistol.
It's just the first grand finals to take place on a Thursday. We have a really hot match right now.
Guys.
What's interesting about this match for
Calm down,
Spirit
bro,
is
calm
that
down.
you know you would normally
Nice,
expect
Leo.
Donk to be at the top of the board, that there be a decent core behind him.
Oh my God.
Maybe the floor of the
Nico,
team is gonna
don't be
be an
nervous,
issue.
bro.
Versus Falcons, we
You
had
got
the
great
stat
teammates,
last
you got
year
great
where
fans cheering for you.
Nico was better than Donk, even though Donk was the better player overall.
I want to know if
Whoa,
Fantastic
match
right now.
starts,
Well, bro.
right.
Relationship between
What a
Falcons
game that
and
was.
Spirit, and a special test
Crazy, bhai.
as
New
well for
first
Falcons,
map.
who normally don't beat them in
Tina
the
on the
playoffs.
Axel.
Match, bro. What the heck? Falcons एक जीत गया मेरे को देखा नहीं मैंने वो.
Kill
Axel
for the
only finds one.
He was sleeping, I guess.
Sound too silent or too loud, chat, be honest.
Molotov holds back any kind of support from hell. So
Oh.
unprepared was
3 on 3.
Kixan. And then up close
Kiosk
is
has AK.
Chopper, so you could find more Falcons
Oh my
player
god.
on
Nice,
guard.
5-7
nice.
Soapy in close range.
Held on by Kiosk.
Yeah.
Avoided that really well.
Mongolz saw that vent drop.
It's quite a bit of information.
loud.
Thing is, we got this one gun following in behind.
Huh?
Ooh, nice reaction.
Nice
That's
one,
what
easy.
we were looking
3v1,
for
bro.
for the
Shiro only
Falcons.
5-7.
Feel pretty sharp.
Execution. And
Mic check,
Shiro
mic check.
unable to find his timing on his end of this bomb
Shiro,
site.
no kit.
They don't know.
Jane time. Don't type
that
question
he's
mark check.
here
You have to, bro.
right now, but they're being careful.
If he had a kit
What do you
smoke, bro, he
think,
would have
Ollie?
had that.
Take a step away. So Falcons showing us a bit of ferociousness out of the gate here, Mohan.
Beautiful plan from
You
Nico.
know, confidence is definitely something that they'll be coming to this head-to-head with.
Sound is
Straight
weird,
up
no?
A-rush
I think
and a fast ramp find.
Again, there's less stakes in some of their
Running
most
us.
recent
Get a better
matchups.
mic, bro.
So even though the team talk for themselves is
Something
that
is
we're
odd.
quarterfinals of a major. This is Kyosuke's first playoffs at a major. It's Falcons who, got over the hump versus G2 and proved something to
I
them.
forgot about that.
Okay, I guess he'll get some kills.
But it's not just your regular head-to-head in this series. In some ways, Spirit have an advantage. In
Whoa!
others, Falcons have history.
Nice. He got
The
2.
Uh,
Oh,
one thing I'm not going to doubt is Mongolz and Nico, though. I think those two things are going to be constant.
Compressor
Those
on
two
or off?
players
I don't
with
know.
the most experience in this situation. Those two benefited the most from taking their win
Once
over
we have
G2.
the
That
sound
gave them the
perfectionized, then
confidence
it's
to believe
perfect.
They could make a run here in playoffs. And you saw Nico's pop off. It was as if he won the entire major. And I think we kind of joined him in that, as
What do you
watching his
think, guys?
career
Falcons
explode and
have a great start, actually.
I think
on this better, bro.
Like that have been robbed away from him. And we saw that on the desk. This could have been another one, but he's
Last chance on the prediction, by the way.
right now.
2-0. Guys, if a 13-0 happens at the playoffs,
Whoa, 13-0 is crazy, bro. 13-0 is crazy.
somebody calm me down, bro. I'm about to say some dumb shit. Nah, guys.
Mighty challenge that is to win a major.
10K, are you crazy?
Starts this one off 0-2.
Are you
That's fine.
crazy?
You've got Kyosuke, you've got Mongolz, both 5 frags apiece.
What are you talking
They are
about, bro?
the engine domination of Falcons in the first 2 rounds of play. Around that MP9, of course, comes this force buy of Team Spirit.
10k pocket change for a guy like you. Yo, hard times, bro. Are you trolling right now? Oh god.
With a bit of timidness.
Whoa.
Guys.
Nobody wants to make mistakes.
I feel like a 13-0 is going to happen,
Does
but
he
we've
think
dodged it
this?
all along so far.
To have, though, isn't it? You know, who's going to be the first?
6K deal or no deal, bro.
To find a gap.
Whoop,
That's fair,
whoop.
bro. That's
Clay
not what
gets
we
the
usually
kill.
do because it's playoffs.
And make things worse. Down a number is different when you're
Okay,
also
deal.
Under
Deal.
This is where it gets really scary.
Oh.
Maybe my butterfly sapphire. Oh god.
To work with.
Oh
it's
god.
time for a nice decisive
Shouldn't have
call,
said that.
Falcons.
Here
You
we
still
go.
have the edge in this round.
Oh no.
So just the fact that kill comes in
Late
6.7K.
but strongest play.
Frag grenade then as well.
Man
Utility's
advantage for
been
Team
so
Spirit.
well timed
Yep.
for Team Spirit.
Well,
And
One
they are
round
just
that-
gonna stay
there goes the
jumbled up
giveaway.
I guess
boys.
Team
25
Spirit-
seconds
Whoa,
left.
whoa.
Nice, Nico.
Whoa.
Nico in a 1v3.
Getting the fallback frag alongside his own death.
Nico eats a
with a
flashbang,
chance
but
to
that's
clutch
fine.
up early, 20 seconds up against him.
They know where he
Tough
is.
place to be
Nico
in.
being loud.
Like you said, that scout gets more dangerous. And sure enough, there it is.
Nico.
Arrives on the scene, and we've got
Nice
a
try.
well-positioned Team Spirit on that squeaky door.
We miss
It was
Boris,
the point of
Magix.
contention the
Same,
entire
bro.
round. The grenades are
Magix
so
has been
well-placed.
killing
The
it streaming on
back-to-back
Twitch,
smokes
no?
with that opening MP9 kill. Hell, even the frag grenade that whittles them down right before all the Falcons fall.
Happy for
Definitely
him.
the
Good
nature
shit.
of which that round was lost for Falcons. That's already a little bit concerning on their end. I mean, everyone dies
Here we go,
coming
bro.
out of Squeaky, whether it's earlier or later into the
And
round.
he's coming back soon, I think he
But
said.
it's by the end, that Spirit know exactly what they're going to try to do, and I don't
Falcons
think
pistols
believe
only.
they
This is
could
a full
recover the
investment, bro.
situation. So
Nico on
now we
the
have seen, I
Deagle.
think, Kicksands
On
T-sides
you.
have
On
nukes
C.
sometimes.
At the
They
Major.
can
On
They can make the decisive call to get everyone together. They can get
By
a
the
little
way,
bit scared,
who saw the leaks,
but then
boys?
They can also bring it back.
Device
That's why they also have
to
the
100
experience
thieves.
to make mid-round adjustments and calls.
Rain and Device, most likely already. I mean, Rain for sure, but Device is leaked as well. Device and Rain on 100 thieves. What is going on, bro?
Team Spirit's early CT pressure with that back.
JL, we don't know. Nothing leaked yet, nothing confirmed yet, nothing has been said.
Walk across the outer
Okay,
smokes
नीचे
goes
गया
to
JL,
क्योसुके
Device, Rain.
नीचे
Would
ना
that be heavy? I don't know.
क्योसुके and Monty down
Ang squad. It does feel like a 2017 announcement, yeah, but
Whoop.
I mean, they're still playing well.
Chopper cleans off one assist को मारा भाई
Spirit decide to get active. And I think a certain bit of fearlessness is what they have to come to the server with today. I think that you see that fearlessness in their decision
50
to force
seconds.
by round 2 and 3. Saving just
Kratos
the MP9
versus
from the
Kioske.
second.
Yeah.
Bit of damage here for Kyosuke to have to handle.
Good
So that
exchange for
Desert Eagle
Kioske.
rings off. Chopper taken down to half health. But again, you've got anchors, right? Shiro locked into his corner. You can give Falcons a bit of space.
You can, but I do like that they're showing them right away. They're
Nico
not
gets
scared
money
of
out of
them.
position.
Now, if it ends up being a mistake for them, then obviously they'll regret that and be
100
So
Angs.
far, so good here
No.
for Spirit.
Just the right amount of pressure comes back from Spirit.
20
There's
seconds.
One who's infiltrated
Whoop.
here. We've got one above.
Kicksan sitting top of the ladder. He could look.
Kicks and Bratan, don't be a Nico now. Don't be a Nico now.
Monacy drops in the meantime.
10 seconds.
Whoa
Sway's popped. Missed chance.
Nice.
Whoop, whoop.
7 seconds. Bomb
they
needs
get
to go down.
it they
Nico on
get
the
it
plant.
they get it they get it
Not working with a lot.
Shiro
They
can't
get
find
it.
the head. Bomb
Ah.
for kicks. This is already great. Bomb plant is good. That means money.
Instantaneously. Shiro coming through with the double, majority alive here for Spirit.
Yo, why is the
I'd say
game lagging?
Certain a bit of timidness, but just still the
You see
right
that
amount of
shit too,
pressure,
or only
taking
me?
that peek out from Hell Window, coming back from Hut to clear rafters.
Dude, imagine if it was Kicksands.
The in-game
up in
FPS
heaven,
are kind of low, bro.
What a shot.
Could have been the Major. We're all tied up here, folks. 2-2 out of the gate.
And it's funny because it's like on the basis of skill and the basis of head-to-head, all that
Subtic.
stuff should be like, okay, Falcons every day of the week. But what we'll see in this matchup is that Spirit are going to
I don't think it's me, boys, but
particular situation in this
Here we go.
360 arena in the quarterfinals. And what's
Lock
also
in.
interesting about this, we've been, really critical of a player like Sway, but in their series last, it's not really Sway that stood out as the issue for me. It's the fact
All
that
right, Falcons in
Dom
trouble.
gets countered a lot. He has had matches where he's played well.
buy
versus
is trash.
Falcons, but also some struggle sessions.
Pistols
and
only.
Actually, Tanir has had a really
Kioske
rough
Deagle,
event.
Nico
It's been
Deagle.
3 events for him.
कितने डीगल है यहाँ
But
पे
since Pro League, it
Okay,
hasn't
दो
been
ही
that
डीगल है
great. I'm a
क्योसुके
huge
और Nico
Tanir guy. I think, like,
if you
obviously
don't
every
know,
year
bro,
एक तो full
wasn't.
stack है
Nico
अभी
is cursed, or he thinks he's cursed when it comes to majors, bro. So many moments where Nico should deliver,
but in other
right,
bases, we're
based on his skill, but then
told-
doesn't.
We're being told, hey, they add a lot
Just
of
because in
value.
his set it's like,
They
oh
have
my
to
god, this is
justify
for
that
everything,
one
this
way
is
or
for my
another.
life dream.
We will never forget Magic's 69 frags
Stay
in the grand
combobulated, Nico.
finals of Shanghai.
what the heck is Monacy doing
One mistake can cost you the major, once
Criticizing
again, as
during
it
the slower
has
parts of the
many
season,
times before.
but You've also got to put up when push comes to shove, and this is
Nico.
going to be a shoving match all night long.
Nico versus 2.
Desert Eagles look for heads again, banking on Kyosuke and Nico to find theirs. And a little look over towards the ramp, perhaps. You know, Falcons just moving it around, letting that utility trickle out from Spirit.
Just burning the utility.
Anchor position, I actually like to see his way in. I really
God.
don't mind.
Nico, ah!
He's
Nice try.
Yeah,
Guys, I'm feeling like Magnus Carlsen, bro. Low key, bro.
I think ramp was brought up, but here they've doubled.
I was playing some hard zone again, bro. Hit insta-legend. Insta-legend, bro. I'm not even trolling.
दो finish भाई दो
I'm going for number 1, just like in CS.
खत्म भाई crazy
You see, notice they actually left way upstairs by himself.
It's okay, bro.
Ramp,
Magnus Calories! Yo, Mutz.
Falcons do have
That is the timeout if I've ever seen one, bro. Oh, hell no. That's not even funny.
Really go for it. We'll see the beat pops on Dust too as well.
Oh,
That's
hell
one
no.
place where Zway definitely struggles, and actually where Spirit will overstack with 2-3 players. So they're trying to play pragmatic and adapt to what they
Chop out with the Windows mouse pad.
Not
W.
just 2-1-2, one player ramp, whatever it is, a normal setup.
Here we go.
So that CT side takes the lead early.
Oh god.
Back-to-back force buys.
Keep in mind, this is Falcons' map pick, bro.
Time for the Falcons to try to break back through, but I mean, they have been allowing Spirit to survive with majority
outside
each
smokes.
of these 3 rounds that they've won.
None of them missed. I don't want to see no rookie mistakes at the playoffs, okay?
And only a single bomb plant.
We've seen some goofy shit during the group stage. Missed Molotovs, missed smoke grenades. Stop that, bro. As a pro player, that pisses JL and I off.
We're going to have to see a bit of success within these moments.
None of that.
So they'll go for that back-layered smoke on
I want to see clean Counter-Strike,
bro. No
bro.
pressure out of it, really. Team Spirit,
all weekend.
As Outer Yard is going, have really had this affinity to just go take lobby instead.
As long as you don't leave with nothing. So
3 FPS? Alright, what do I do? How do I... Wait.
Downstairs, plus they've already taken over Hut. So it's actually the answer.
I don't know if you're trolling me or not.
Falcons, and since they've grouped up quite heavily, they don't really get to trick the Team Spirit here. This is actually the big player of the round.
One of the biggest players of all time. Nico sits on top, waiting for the headshot.
Are you trolling or no, bro?
Watching for a big garage ramp.
Please tell me you're trolling, bro.
Not the first one either that Spirit have played.
Well, that leaves that hell gap open. If they see that coming out, they're going to be unnerved.
Nico trying to work behind it regardless. It's found out by Donk.
Nico goes down. Shiro defending.
Now
Shiro on top of the tiller. What a powerful
Whoa,
position! Triple kills. From a 4v4 to a 1v4.
Nice,
Shiro
nice,
masterclass. They call him the fucking top 3 AWPer, bro, but look at his rifling as well.
You know, not all smokes are missed equal. Sometimes it's a
Cook
broad
them
window
like
smoke
that $1
that's
team.
An establishing smoke, but no one's playing it, no one watches it. Or what? This is a position where this is so critical.
Imagine some Saudi dude who spent 10 mil on this team watching it like.
And that one misses. I mean, you can't afford that. You can't.
That's the power of Shiro, bro.
In a game like this.
I mean, think about it. Nico is looking at the window that was supposed to be
Here we
smoked
go.
when Donk just shoots him in the side of the head.
Falcons,
smoke
low buy.
actually lands. Where's Nico holding, and does Donk get away with it?
For who we called the big threat of the round as well.
Yeah, fair point. Turns out the biggest threat was Shiro downstairs. That triple
Donk
down on the doorway.
Interrupted this one.
I don't want to say it, but I will say it. Tezis, 0-6.
Through the smoke as we find Falcons back.
Nico, 2-7.
Not the rifles, not back to back. Oof, almost. 99 damage versus Chopper.
0-7 Tezis at the fucking major, bro.
As a kickstart and possibly a panic moment for the Team Spirit defense, but instead they're still fine.
On our map, by the way.
So justice has been served. And look at the upgrade.
Oh man, why is Sonic not taking a timeout? Am I crazy?
Oh,
he's got to take one after this. He's got it.
Kill on Nico through the smoke. His sprays are online. You see the taps.
वो बाहर खड़े भाई मार दो मुझे.
Those are online too.
Like every single setup so far, whether it's a double up ramp or the 2 varied looks outside or.
Whoa, okay.
Rotating down very well.
This Donk guy.
Donk was almost dead.
1v5 with the deagle only. If he wins this, 10,000 giveaway.
Oh
my god.
That was so.
What are these random swooshes that I'm hearing? Is that real?
Is showing us potential.
Hey!
I think that Spirit are going to win. If they are finally going to shake off Falcons,
I didn't look in it, bro.
Take that, right? The floor to rise and that ceiling to stay as high as it has been all major.
I mean, there's the stat going around that it's Kyosuke's, first major playoffs that if he wins, he beats out Donk as the youngest ever major winner by 6 days. I mean, to Donk, like, there's something about saying that that's interesting.
Running on the mic.
But it actually happening almost never
Just
does,
as we were
right?
worrying about it.
Winning last year is an absolute
News break.
Well,
yeah, the
when
music.
you ever see a guy like that happen twice.
Does sound like
it's not Kyosuke who's carrying
we're about to talk
Falcons
about global
every
warming.
single game like he was in the beginning. It's actually a much healthier Falcons, but he's one of 5 fingers on a hand now. It used to be him.
Here we
him
go,
with
bro.
4, and like there was too much space given to him only. But you know, actually turning that stat into reality.
Please up the
winning
volume
whole
of the
major,
stream.
Well, that's another feat, and Spirit know that.
Really?
They proved their half. Now Falcons have to prove theirs.
It's really loud for me. I like it loud, but
Faster one of this as Nico takes up position inside of the main smoke, drops
Nico?
down the 8 play. Falcons.
Chopper completely baffled. 4v3.
With one.
Smite defending. Oh, the rookie. 1v2 for Munizi. Munizi is one of the guys that you want in clutches, not against them.
Struggled in this position
Zwei.
since he started in Team Spirit.
At the major playoffs, tens of thousands of people watching at him.
It's one of the only spots.
Still
I'm liking
delivers.
him on the floor. Such a good anchor here right now. And versus Falcons, the last time they played Nuke, he almost got an ace.
Zwei.
Great reaction to shut down Nico.
Four.
Shuts down the test.
What?